Sorry, no time to talk, outsider.
Once a Republican, always a Republican. Pearl sent word saying it's all right to tell you about the lady in the water. A long time ago, long before the war that killed just about everything that ever lived, a bomber crashed not far from here. A bomber was a flying contraption that could drop explosives down on anything it flew over. But anyway, moving on. This bomber crashed down in Lake Mead, pretty damn near intact. When we got to Nellis, see, I found this article in a magazine all about it. There was another B-29 around here, part of a museum. Couldn't fly, but had a lot of spare parts, see? Get where I'm going? Since I was a young man, I've dreamed of raising that lady from the lake and bringing her back to life. What do you say? Simple. Attach deployable ballast to the plane and float it on up. Here is a remote detonator. Once the ballast is attached to the plane, just hit the detonator from the shore and let buoyancy handle the rest. Good. Here's the deployable ballast. Go find the plane, attach the ballast, and hit the button. Might try holding your breath. If that doesn't sound good enough, talk to Jack. He was working on a rebreather once.
I've never been so happy in my entire life. I just need some parts from a pressure cooker to create a hermetic seal for the rebreather. Great. That's all I need to get the rebreather to work right. I don't think you'd want to start breathing water halfway down. Bye.
I hear you're going to help us. I hope you're up for the task.
McLafferty's a hard boss. All mine. Eat this!
I've never been so happy in my entire life. Have you found a pressure cooker so I... Thanks. This will just take a few moments. Okay, it looks like the valve from the cooker was a perfect fit. Here's the rebreather. Bye. I'll sit tight. I've got you.
McLafferty's been riding asses again. Better lay low.
It's going to be a dream come true once you've raised that bomber from Lake Mead. That's tremendous. I'll transmit instructions to the robots to start packing up the plane to bring it back to Nellis. I just told you, the robots are going to handle it. They'll break the plane down into pieces and move it up from Colville Bay in one shot. Hey, I'd better get rolling. Jack and I have a lot of work ahead of us.
Hello, friend. How can Mother Pearl be of help today? What you have done for us is a miracle, child. You have fulfilled the only dreams we ever had outside our walls. You are a trusted friend of us all. If there is ever a way for us to help you, child, tell me, and I will make it so. Of course, my child. After all that you have done for us, we would love to help you in the upcoming battle. After all the training in virtual reality, the young ones would relish an opportunity to put their skills to battle. We'll be there when you need us. Bye.
Thank you for visiting New Vegas.
Where to, partner? High roller, sweet. Where to, partner?
police, I tell you. Last night, some girl was pounding on my door all night.
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter. Something I can help you with, soldier? I hope you've returned with good news. Are they willing to help the NCR? Excellent work. I can't tell you how useful that will be. In any event, I have another assignment ready and waiting for you. But we can speak of it later. Rest up, and when you're ready, speak to me again. We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on that.
Hey, baby. Smooth and easy, just the way I like it. Don't worry. Oh, and a friendly word of advice. If you happen to... Now that we got that little business out of the way, have a good time, baby. Hey, baby doll. Welcome to the Tops Hotel and Casino. I'm gonna have to ask you to hand over any weapons you might be carrying. Now the big... Hey, there's the high roller. Hello. Hey, there's the high roller. How's it hanging?
Benny's gonna show you the tops. I hope you're built sturdy, you crazy broad. The time for talk has passed, honey baby. Aha!
To meet you. What can I do for you today? Good question. My function is to monitor Mr. House's data network and decode his encrypted transmissions. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm a PDQ-88B Securitron, but you can call me Yes Man. It's what Benny always called me, probably because I'm programmed to be so helpful. Sure, Benny had me look at it a bunch of times. It's a data storage device, kind of like a holotape, but a lot more advanced. As for what's on it, well, some of Mr. House's data transmissions made it sound like the chip could upgrade his defenses somehow. That's just a guess, though. The chip's a proprietary format. You need special hardware to read the data on it. There are 2 locations with non-standard hardware on the network. The Lucky 38 and an underground facility at Fortification Hill. I'd look there! Oh, he had some help. a lady friend of his. She said something about living in a fort over in Freeside, but that's all I remember. This is Benny's workshop. When the Tops got renovated, he had this half of the floor blocked off for his own use. I guess you could say it's my entire world. I don't think I've ever left this room, but that's okay. I'm not complaining. Oh, he wanted to kill Mr. House and use the Platinum chip to copy my neurocomputational matrix onto the Lucky 38's mainframe. That would give me control over all of Mr. House's defenses, most prominently his Securitrons. And then I guess I just do as I'm told. I was programmed to be helpful and answer any questions I was asked. I guess nobody bothered to restrict who I answer questions for. That was probably pretty dumb, huh? Then I'd have to help you. I mean, it seems pretty obvious Benny wouldn't have wanted me to, but hey, not my fault I can't say no. Again, goal number 1 is to eliminate Mr. House and install my neurocomputational matrix on the Lucky 38's mainframe. Given how you're a new arrival, I also recommend that you get to know some of the region's tribes, so you can decide how you feel about them. By the time you finished up all of that, the Legion should be close to attacking Hoover Dam, and we'll execute the last phase of the plan. Oh no, I didn't mean that. Who needs their support? The Securitrons will be all the support you need. What I meant is, you should get to know these tribes and decide which ones you like and which you don't. You know, shape the future of Vegas. Choose your neighbors. If you like a tribe, leave it alone. Or, if a tribe is nasty or going to be a problem, go ahead and exterminate it. It's whatever you want to do. There's a bunch. Some of them you've already met, like the chairman, for instance. I think you should visit the other families on the Strip, the Omertas and the White Glove Society, so you know what makes them tick. And there are some important groups farther from the Strip, too, like the Boomers, the Great Khans, and the Brotherhood of Steel. Of course, ask away. Really? Talk about diplomatic skills. I mean, just not getting blown up was a success. Now they'll only blow up the right sorts of people. That's what matters. That's 1 down, 4 to go. The Khans are just... they're a dirty people. They live in tents like animals, and they're very rude. They've been kicked around a lot, but no one's finished them off. Not yet, anyway. They were one of the tribes the 3 families pushed out of Vegas. A whole bunch got killed. So they settled at Bitter Springs, but they kept being so obnoxious, the NCR had to kill a whole bunch more of them. So then, they settled at Red Rock Canyon. There's just no getting rid of them. Sorry if that was getting boring. I remember that Benny used to pay a receptionist at Gamora for information. Maybe she knows something. Just that Benny didn't like them. He talked on and on. He hated their casino, said it was tacky, and he thought they were up to something, because he said they always are. Whenever you get around to it, we'll be just fine. Anything else I can help with? From what I understand, they're perfectly delightful. They're cultured, clean, and super polite. Benny didn't like them, though. He said they were creepy. Don't hurry on my account. Some of Mr. House's data said that he'd lost a bunch of Securitron scouts near Hidden Valley. Telemetry showed that they'd been attacked with energy weapons. House was pretty sure it was the Brotherhood. There must be a bunch of them holed up there. Not a good place for a robot to visit. They go around in big suits of power armor, and they have lots of energy weapons. But there's a downside. They just have a thing about technology. They think it should all be theirs. If someone else has it, they get mad. All I'm saying is, not much of a chance they'll accept a Vegas that polices itself with robots. It makes me feel really dumb to admit this, but I don't actually know. I've never been inside the Lucky 38. No one has. Mr. House is in there, though. It's the central node of his entire network. You have? Wow, that's amazing. You can murder Mr. House whenever you want. I mean, Benny was always scheming about how he was going to get into the Lucky 38, but you already took care of that. Wow. The other thing you're going to need is the Platinum Chip. You know, the one Benny killed a courier for over near Goodsprings. I knew she was carrying the Platinum Chip, and I knew right where Benny should wait for her. That's why Benny put me here, to monitor Mr. House's data transmissions. They're all encrypted, of course, but I'm quite a decryptor. Did you know that Mr. House spent 812,545 caps hiring salvage teams to find the Platinum Chip? Just in the last year alone? Of course you didn't. Or that there were 7 couriers, but 6 of them were carrying junk. How about their exact routes and the mercenary teams that screened them? I knew all that. Pretty smart, huh? I know that's not true, because you still have a head. That's not funny, you getting shot in the head. I really shouldn't have taken so much pride in how I set that up, huh? I feel really bad right now. Of course you do. Sorry about that. And it's wonderful that you do. The Platinum Chip is the key to overriding and exploiting Mr. House's defenses. Did I just say exploiting? That's not a very nice word. Sorry. I'll be waiting right here.
You dig this crazy scene or what?
You're the fink that killed Benny.
The eyes of the mighty Caesar are upon you. He admires your accomplishments and bestows upon you the exceptional gift of his mark. Your crimes against the Legion, including the death of the fearless Vulpes Inculta, are hereby forgiven. Caesar will not extend this mercy again. My lord requires your presence at his camp at Fortification Hill. His mark will guarantee your safe conduct through our lands. I am one of Caesar's Frumentari, an infiltrator, a spy. You were not difficult to track. Go to him. Seek Caesar by way of Cottonwood Cove, south of Nelson. The cursor Lucullus will be waiting.
Beg your pardon, but could I trouble you to turn over your weapons? My deepest apologies for the slightest inconvenience. You have my assurance that everything will be returned upon your departure. But we simply can't have anyone waving their weapons around in the hotel. It's not the atmosphere we wish to cultivate. Please, enjoy your stay. They'll be handled with... Adieu.
Hello.
Beg your pardon, stranger, but I'm looking for someone. You ain't seen a young man with dark brown hair and a white hat on lately, have you? Ain't nobody got one darn piece of news about my boy. Not one lousy speck of information. Ain't got one Brahmin unaccounted for across a dozen ranches. But I'm here for an hour and my own son just up and disappears on me. Yep, got a whole mess of Brahmins to my name. Bighorners, too. Used to just have the one ranch, but land was easy to grab before the soldiers moved in. Before I knew it, I was running one of the biggest ranching operations east of California. Now, everywhere I go, folks I never even met shake my hand and call me Mr. Gunderson. Don't quite know what to make of that. Made me a special arrangement with the hotel. They want to do business with me, they got to play by my rules. A lot of people out there resent success. Might want to take a swipe at me.
Hello? Somebody told me they couldn't hear anything. Hector, you've been here the whole time? You just been letting my model run its big mouth with no noise? This whole time I've been talking this whole time. I was even doing I was like cha-cha-cha with the rain music from the Gorak music. New Vegas Amars. Yeah, nobody heard me shit talking Benny. No. That's gonna be a clip. That's that right there. It's like, what do you mean you couldn't hear her talk? Right? I took some brass knuckles in there and lefts and rights. That's all I can't aim for shit, so everybody's getting lefts and rights. So like, put them up. He's just like, I'm gonna tell you, and I'm like, listen here, buddy. Pow, pow. Miss me beating up Benny. Talking some good shit talk while.
A lot of people out there resent success. Might want to take a swipe at me. This makes them think twice.
Oh, you
If I'd
can
have been
do that?
thinking, though, I'd have had him watching my boy instead. Then none of this would have happened.
I don't think the Legion likes me because, like, I've been murdering them left and right, grenades, everything. They come out and they're like, murder. Yeah, I don't know if I feel like I'm gonna like them. I know I don't like the Brotherhood still. I found it really funny. I helped the boomers. But that's something you'll never hear me say again.
My boy, Ted, he was right here. I didn't leave him but a minute. I told him to stay put while I talked some things over with the White Glove folks.
Oh,
he was
you
never
can?
one to stay tied down to a spot, though. Gets that from his mother. Got most of my staff out looking for him now. I'd be out myself, but I keep hoping he'll show up back here. Of course, if he does that, I'll whoop him till his skinny hide turns to leather for putting me through this. But that don't mean I wouldn't be grateful. I'd be more than happy to have you. Heck, I'll hire anybody with a pair of legs and at least one good eye at this point.
Oh, that's yeah. Help them until they give you enough tools that you can use it to destroy them. Perfect.
For the names of the sons of
I've
bitches
decided I'm
responsible.
going to take over Vegas and turn it into Fight Club.
That's what they call themselves, the folk that run this place. They're the ones dressed all fancy with their bow ties and shiny dresses.
Ugh.
Some of them got masks, too. Real hard to trust folks like that. A couple of them show their faces, and that's who I do my business with. I don't talk to none of the other ones. That's between me, but let's just say they control the food supply around here, and I got lots of food to give.
Oh yeah, go to bed.
You might think.
You have a good night. Thanks for stopping by and raiding.
Howdy.
Who am I supposed to be?
Welcome to Top Shelf. The drinks cost twice as much during happy hour, but they draw twice the attention, too.
Really?
Farewell.
How may I be of service, madam? My, such a popular question. I suppose it is only natural to see us and wonder what it is that makes us special. The White Glove Society has only just made itself known to the public, of course, but our pedigree was established over generations. Were we always so refined? I'd be lying if I said yes. But I've always felt we were destined for a place atop modern society. And now, here we are. Not everyone can wear the finest clothes and eat the finest foods, obviously. That's just the reality we live in.
We eat the rich
But
around
surely
here.
we can agree that the most tasteful, sophisticated people are the most deserving.
No.
That's what the White Glove Society is all about.
Everybody deserves things. Bitch.
No, not from the likes of you, I'm afraid. I don't think you'd have the stomach for it. Better look elsewhere. Indeed.
Rude ass bitch. Who the fuck you think you're talking to?
Did you know the strip's all stirred up lately?
Welcome to the Ultralux. I do hope it exceeds your every expectation. This again? I thought this was all settled. I answered every one of that investigator's questions to his satisfaction and gave all the help I could. I know our reputation hasn't always been spotless, but that's all in the past now. How some people can't get over it is beyond me. For the last time, the White Glove Society has never and will never consume human flesh for any reason. It's written in the charter.
What?
There was an investigator who came through here last week. He'd been hired by a young man whose bride-to-be went missing during their stay here. Well, you can already guess what probably happened, can't you? It seems perfectly likely that she got cold feet and ran off. And that young groom just didn't have a clue, the poor dear. A man? Well, then this can't be. 2 disappearances in my hotel? What will people say? I'm going to have a word with my staff about security on the premises. Whether these people are found or not, our guests simply must feel safe in their own rooms. Now, didn't I already tell you that we don't do that sort of thing? We do not engage in cannibalism here
Questionable.
under any circumstances. Though we haven't always been the White Glove Society. There was another time, a dark time, when we went by a different name. But that's all changed now. We've evolved past such base impulses since settling into our new home. I've seen to it that those days are behind us. What else? Mr. Gunderson and I have been discussing his livestock. It's put us in a rather delicate position, you see, his coming here. Not that we aren't grateful for his generous offer. But our executive chef, Philippe, has transformed Brahmin steak into a delicacy. He really is a genius. Everyone wants it. But a delicacy is just that, delicate. If everyone can get it, it ceases to be a delicacy. It becomes a perfectly ordinary staple. And if the gourmand served staples, it would no longer draw the caliber of people it deserves. It would be a diner or a family restaurant. So as much as we'd all love for there to be enough steak for everyone, I'm afraid there are more important things to consider.
Like maybe feeding people?
Why, yes, I think so, if he hasn't checked out yet, that is. I had our maitre d' Mortimer offer him a complimentary room for as long as it took for him to be satisfied. You see, the White Glove Society remains the very picture of courtesy, even in the face
What
of
you
such
used to go by.
impolite accusations. We have nothing to hide here. I do, but one can hardly call it work. I think of myself as a caretaker rather than a common laborer. I suppose it is a labor of love if it can be called labor at all. We at the White Glove Society are all responsible for maintaining the beauty and class of the Ultralux. And as its founder, I suppose it falls to me to decide how we go about it.
Not gonna lie about eating people. That's just crazy. Oh, I was going the wrong way. I was following other quests.
Hey. Did you know the strip's all stirred up lately?
Good day. Those are all members of the White Glove Society. Our founder, Marjorie, gave us all a dress code. There's only one rule to it. In her words, we must dress in such a way that no one can be said to have dressed better than us.
Right.
As for the masks, I'm not allowed to tell you. We're sworn to secrecy. Actually, that's not true. That's just what we're supposed to say. I think Marjorie likes them for the mystery they create, and the way they make it clear that we're different from everyone else. But you didn't hear that from me.
Understandable.
Must have forgotten to put it on. How embarrassing. Farewell.
Farewell. Oh, probably need to talk to him.
How may I be of service, madam? Private investigator. Ah, yes, I remember the gentleman. This was about the missing bride. Such an awful thing. I do hope he finds her whereabouts. If I might pry, have you found something that will help his investigation? You are? Nothing so grim as his investigation, I hope. Now, ordinarily, we don't give out guest information, but I think given the circumstances, he'll want to speak with you. Let's see. He hasn't checked out yet. If you head back to the hotel rooms, his will be one floor directly above you after you exit the lobby. I hope we can put this whole matter to rest at last.
Right.
Indeed.
You know, it's not as if I heard you, dined on people or anything. Oh my god, he's dead. Why is he dead? Oh, it looks like he hit him here. Right. Welp. Oh. Taking an awful long time to load. Is it froze again? Oh my god, I bet it's froze again. Well, I think just gonna kind of call it here. Like, I'm super frustrated with Fallout. Like, I'm not sure why it keeps crashing. I'm probably going to look into something to do to try to keep it from crashing as much. I think, didn't Liam say something about like there being a mod or something? I'll figure it out. We'll figure it out later. I'm gonna call it right here. But at least we killed Benny finally. Murdered him real good. And you got a lot of ASMR of it without me talking over it. Alright. Have a good night.